Hey, this is Gail Gentry coming at you from exotictravelarchitects.com. Thank you for joining me on this video. So the purpose of this video right now is that, are you in the house bored in the house? Are you working remotely during this COVID-19 pandemic? Are you bored in the house as a result of it and waiting to get out, looking for ways to keep active and engaged during this time, during your shelter in place period? So the purpose of this video today is to share with you some things that you could do to help keep you active, help keep you entertained, engaged during this time when you're limited to the, to what you can do and where you can go. So if that's where you're at, then this video is definitely for you. So here are just a few things, few tips that I love to do to help keep me, active when I'm having to shelter in place. I mean, it's not that often, but every now and then, you get sick, or you have a long recovery or something like this with a pandemic, or you're nursing a child, or, something like that. And you're in the house for a long time. You're trying to figure out, hey, what am I going to do? I can only watch so many episodes of Law and Order. But here are some things that you could do. Here are top 10 things that I found that you could do. So women and guys that are, a little flamboyant, try some of your new makeup tips. That's right. Try some of your new makeup tips. That's number one, to keep you, from getting bored and getting like, oh my God, I'm just ready to tear out of here. As you can experience with new makeup, the smoky eye and all that. If you've been working with that and you haven't had a chance to really perfect it, now is your time. Number two, clean that closet you've been wanting to do, to declutter the clothes, declutter the closet, all that stuff. Now you have the time to take care of that, that project that you've been putting off for months, maybe even years. So number three, give yourself a manicure or pedicure. I'm sure if you're sheltering in place and you're used to going to the nail salon on a regular basis, men or women, your nails are probably a little longer than you normally would like them. Your toenails are probably a little longer. Your feet aren't quite in the shape that you would like. So give yourself a manicure and a pedicure. Number four, take a leisurely bubble bath. That's right. So I love to take bubble baths, but I usually don't have a whole lot of time when I'm ripping and running, in my day-to-day life. If that's the situation for you, this is what you can be doing right now, is you can actually take that leisurely bubble bath that you've been wanting to do, saying, hey, I'm going to do it. Now is the time. Number five, do yoga. That's right. Yoga helps you with not only your balance, not only with, your peace of mind, your state of mind, but it actually helps you lose weight to a certain degree. So with stretching exercise, it helps keep you limber where you're not all in pain, particularly if you're 50 plus. Yoga is excellent. Six, and I talked about this earlier, but this is something you can do if you haven't done it, is binge watch your favorite TV show. That's right, where you can watch all 16 episodes, in a matter of 2 or 3 days. You can binge watch your TV show. Number seven, take a walk in your backyard, use it like a track. Take a walk around your backyard and, to give you something to do to get active while you're sheltering in place, because unless you have a really big house, you're probably not doing a whole lot of walking around in your house. So, and going out to your backyard, you get some fresh air, you get your bones to move in and that sort of stuff. So number eight, plan a future trip. That's right, this isn't going to last forever, and if you've put off those travel plans, this is the time to really plan that trip. Do the research to the level that you want. Then call your trusty travel agent, me, to help you book that trip when you're ready, when this pandemic is over with. So, you can plan your future trip. In light of that future trip, number nine is check out a virtual destination tour. Check out a virtual tour to that dream destination that you've been wanting to go to. You can experience it now. You have the time possibly to watch an hour long, travel video, which maybe you haven't been able to do so in the past. Cause you got kids, you got parents, you got work, you got school, you got social activities, you got your home business, you got all these things going on. And maybe you haven't had an opportunity to actually sit down and watch a video for an hour. So you can do that with check out a virtual tour to your favorite, that dream bucket list destination. Here's my personal favorite. Now, I don't know if you're like me, where sometimes I get so busy and just, lose track of things. And next thing I know, I haven't talked to, my favorite cousin in 6 months. I haven't talked to my best friend in 4 weeks. This is an opportunity for you to make those calls, and texting, texting is okay, and instant messaging is okay via Facebook and all that stuff. But why not make a phone call? Usually, folks that are texting and instant messaging is because you're multitasking. You don't really have time to be on the phone for 15, 20 minutes, half hour, 40 minutes, and you can text and instant message and be able to do other things at the same time. Well, now that you're sheltered in place, you're home with this COVID pandemic, you have an opportunity to call those friends and family that you've been meaning to call, for weeks, months, maybe even some of them years. Now you have that time to give them a call. So that's all I got right now about some things that you could do to help keep you, engaged while you're sheltering at home. But please feel free to sign up for my newsletter, because I'll be giving other tips and, tips and, other ideas for things to do, things to, stay safe and healthy around the house. Of course, to, practice social distancing. You also know to wash your hands regularly. You also know to wipe down areas in your house that people have been handling, like metal objects and stuff like that. The latest thing is to, when you bring your groceries in the house, is to wipe them down and sort of disinfect the packaging before you even bring it in the house, and not even bring the bags in. So that's the latest thing that I've heard. So, but if you want to sign up for my newsletter, all you got to do is go to info@exotictravelarchitects.com. That's info@exotictravelarchitects.com. And the subject line say newsletter, and I will put you on the newsletter. In the body of the email, if you just put your name, because sometimes people's email address isn't their name. So if you can just put your name, and if you choose to, you can put your phone number, because I'll have other tips about different travel deals and stuff like that, where to go, where to stay, etc. But right now, we're dealing with this pandemic. So first off, I hope you're okay. Also, if you're interested to get my my PDF for 50 things to do while you're stuck at home. So just these 10, you can also get that PDF, 50 things to do while you're stuck at home. And some of the more famous ones is create a song, write a blog, some of these other things that you could be doing, now that you have, we have, a lot of us have at least a month that we're going to be sheltered in place, working remotely. Those of us that do not have essential functions where we can either work remotely or, unfortunately have been, furloughed for an extended period, because you're in a profession that is not considered essential. And two, if you're a doctor or somebody that's working with the COVID-19 patients and stuff like that, you too may want to, get some of these things just to take your mind off of all of that, because I'm sure it can be a big stressor for you and your family. And I want to say, first off, thank you, healthcare workers. Thank you, National Guard. Thank you, Army folks, for all that you do to keep us safe and to keep us in great health. So that's all I got for you today. So here's my top 10 tips. Just, a quick recap. Try on some new makeup, number 1. 2, clean the closet. 3, give yourself a manicure, pedicure. 4, take a leisurely bubble bath. 5, do yoga. 6, binge watch your favorite TV program. 7, take a walk in your backyard. 8, plan a future trip. 9, check out your bucket list destination via a virtual tour. And 10, call a friend or relative that you haven't spoken to in a very long time. So how do you get in touch with me? You can follow me via Facebook at facebook.com/Gale185. That's facebook.com/Gale185. You can also check out my page at Exotic Travel Architects also on Facebook, and that's facebook.com/ETA. You can get some great information there, and you can reach out to me via email at gail@exotictravelarchitects.com, gail@exotictravelarchitects.com. I'd be happy to help you with any tips, tricks, hacks, so you can have a more enjoyable travel experience, as well as staying in good shape while you're doing your shelter in place here during this current month. So that's all I got. You have a great day. Thank you for joining me.